Hey guys, it's Kiku here and welcome to my video. So I've been playing the game for like at least 3 months, almost 4. I think I'm at the 3.5 months mark. And I decided to make a video of how a new player tackles Aakman. So I think my AP and DP is 261 maneuver with 303 DP. And I've been at Aakman for the first time. This is actually my first time ever being at Aakman for those 3 hours. The first hour was kind of okay, I guess. I didn't know which room I wanted to clear, and I haven't really looked at guides that much. I just asked my guildies what should I do, and basically I just went off with what they told me. So I went to Aakman, I looked for the room with the most elites, the most champions, and I decided to stay in that room and just go in a circle and keep clearing that. So the loot won't be the best, but it will indicate what kind of like a new player like myself is able to pull. I am playing on Striker, obviously. It's the first class I picked. My gear is basically what I bought off the marketplace, what I enhanced myself, and the Tuvala gear that I got from the season. This was my first season. I just graduated like last week as well. So I was really looking forward to, but unfortunately it's been really hard to find grind spots for my AP DP because of the 1k EXP buff. I usually was grinding on seasonal Miru, but once I left the seasonal, I realized that my place where I make my money is like preoccupied like 24/7 because of the extra XP. I did manage to hit 62 myself during that 1k XP buff, so I'm not gonna complain, obviously. But it was really hard to find grind spots, and if there was somebody dueling me for spot, it would turn out to be that I got one tapped by them and I didn't deal damage or to them, or they were just pretty much so good that I was not able to do anything against them. But there was this instance in this video that I'm gonna show you in the background. There is one guy that is like, oh hey, let's do it for spot, and I'm like, please, I have like 7 minutes of my scrolls, please let me finish. And he actually let me finish up before. And he didn't want to do, well, he said like it's fine, I can finish, and then I didn't have to do for spot, defend my spot, and I was really thankful for that. So thank you, whoever you were. If you will watch the video again, thank you again. I didn't have to waste time doing for spot or having to look for a different one. The last hour is actually sort of the first hour. I think I spent like in one room. I was like for 10 minutes, and then after that, I think I left that one room. You won't see the footage of that, but I'm just like giving you a little backside story for the loot stuff I got, because I know the first hour is really bad loot table. But for the first hour, I think I did one room for 10 minutes, then I decided to look for a different room, and I think I spent like 15 to 10 minutes looking for a different room that I think would be better, because I didn't think there was enough elites or champions in that first room. And then after that, I went to in the second hour, that's where actually I found the room in the first hour that I wanted to grind properly with the remaining time. So I activated the second buff scroll, loot scroll, and I started grinding there. I realized, oh my god, this is actually really good. I'm getting so much not only trash loot. The trash loot was basically the same every hour, but I was getting a lot more scrolls and a lot more crystals and these Lilia petals, because there's an event going on. Also the Hexadurian piece, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but I also got quite a few of those. I do know in the Excel file I did forget to put in black stones and armor stones for one of the hours. I think it's the first hour that I did forget to do that, so I do apologize that the scaling will be a bit off. But I did update the pricing of the marketplace from the old Excel to the new one. Well, the old market prices to the new market prices, since they have elevated a little bit, so they are a bit more expensive than usual. So while I was grinding for the first hour, I got around 6,042 trash, 17 scrolls, 2 memory black magic crystals, 3 vigor black magic crystals. I think if I've got this is something I forgot to put in a pool table, but I got 17 black armor stones and 17 black weapon stones and 29 armor stones. I got 9 Lilia petals and 1 Kafra because of the grave robber event, and 2 hexa dragon thingies, whatever they're called. I can't pronounce them and I cannot remember the name. Do ignore the food part, because that's not something I got, that's just something I forgot to move out of the screenshot space. But that is my first hour. Not the best on loot scrolls, rather just scrolls, and not really the best on other pieces or other trash you can get there. But the trash loot itself was actually pretty decent for my first hour ever at Aakman. So for my second hour at Aakman, I would say I would consider myself lucky at this hour, because I managed to pull the same amount of trash loot as I did basically out of all the 3 hours. It's the same amount, 6,065 trash loot. I managed to get 25 scrolls, which in my opinion was very, very lucky, very RNG lucky. 0 maps, 0 compasses, basically everything else 0 except the black magic crystal vigors. I got 2 of those. Weapon stones I got 15. Armor stones I got 40. I got 5 lilia petals, and I got 1 Kafra, and I don't think I dropped a single hexa Terga piece, whatever the heck it's called, because it seems like they just decided not to give me anything else because my RNG was so good during this hour. But I was actually really surprised because I almost pulled 100 million silver in this 1 hour, which for me was insane because I only pulled that much in Miru with blue scroll and Agris, but here I just pulled this almost the same amount without Agris as I normally do with Agris and Miru and with a blue scroll. Here I'm only using a blue scroll only. Like, wow, that for me this is like holy moly guacamole, that's insane. Like, I was so impressed with this hour. I was like, oh god damn, I might actually start grinding here all the time. So a big thank you to that guy. He just asked for a do for spot, and I was like, yo, I've got like 8 minutes left. Is it cool for me to just finish up? And he said, yeah. So thankfully to him, I didn't have to like do for spot, and if I basically managed to win, you know, I would still waste like maybe 2-3 minutes of the loot scroll, and if I lost, I would have to waste time looking for a new spot with that hour. Still, thankfully, I managed to get a full hour without any stopping and any breaks. So thank you again for letting me just continue, letting me finish up. So for hour 3 was pretty alright. I got the most amount of trash loot actually. I got 6,082. I was utilizing my E buff, Shift E buff, and I was utilizing my Z buff a lot more than I was the previous 2 hours. I'm actually starting to learn how to properly grind in the game. But so as I say, I got 6,082 trash, 1800, holy crap, that would be insane. I got 18 loot scrolls, 1 map, 1 compass part, and I got 1 black magic crystal memory, 18 weapon stones, and 28 armor stones. So in the image you guys are seeing, you're probably seeing like 60 armor and 33 weapon. That is incorrect. I just didn't have enough maze to put away my earnings from the previous run, so I had to like keep the armor stones, because I was like, so if I keep my armor stones, I'll just deduct what I got from my previous, I'll like sum up the total and I'll deduct whatever I had from the previous hour, and this will be my gained from this hour for the 3rd hour. So I also got 10 lilia petals, which are pretty decent, pretty good amount, and I got 1 of those hexabracadaka thingies. As I said, I don't know how to pronounce them, and I'm not even gonna bother remembering that name because they'll be gone soon. So that is for hour 3. I think it was a pretty alright hour with the lilia petals. Obviously I got the compass part, which sells for like 3 million at the moment. It's a pretty good sale, I think. It's worth quite a bit. Pretty sure as soon as I put it up on the marketplace, it got sold as well. So that was a big win. So currently on the right hand side of the screen, you're seeing my total trash loot, my total scrolls, compass parts, black magic crystals, black magic stones, all my, you know, tongue guards, everything there is... Everything in these 3 hours is there. Hour 1, hour 2, hour 3, from top to bottom, and at the very bottom you see total daily, total per hour, you see how much in each one of those hours I actually made, and then you see the total daily that I got in those 3 hours. Like the total amount I got in those 3 hours. The only thing that is not included in this list for the monies is the Kafra stones, the lilia petals, and the hexabatapuri thingies. Like, I still don't know how to pronounce them, but you know what I mean. You get the gist of it. So that's basically all my money that I earned, which is quite alright for 3 hours. It's almost 300 mil, so it's almost basically 100 mil an hour. Obviously, I'm not going to sell the scrolls. I'm going to keep the scrolls and make them into proper, you know, scrolls, and then farm those for the memes, the meme fragments, and the black stones, because I'm pretty sure I watched a video saying it's more profit for that stuff instead of just selling them flat out on the marketplace. But to do that, I will need a lot more of them collected. So until that time, I'm gonna store them, and then I will probably do a video of how how much loot I got from the loot scrolls that I got out of all these. I'm planning to do up to 8 hours of Aakman before I do those loot scrolls, so I will do how much profit I will get from the 8 hours worth of loot scrolls too. And this is probably the last image you will see in this video, because it's just showcasing what gear I used. I used Tuvla, basically the only gear that I currently have available for myself. The dim tree that I exchanged my armor piece to Tuvla armor piece for my dim tree. It's currently a Kafra C4. My bags, which I bought off the marketplace, they're C4 as well. No, they're currently C3, sorry. The Kaposha necklace, the Kaposha earring, the Kaposha rings, and the Basilic's Tet that I also bought off the marketplace, and the Nuver Vambrace, which I personally leveled up. I know, it's a weird flex, but give me a break. I'm a new player, let me flex, you know what I mean? So that's basically my gear for doing this. I'm pretty sure you could probably do this at lower gear spots, lower gear scores, because when I first came to Aakman for a trial, it was when I was max seasonal gear score. I was 243 AP and like 307 DP or 306 DP, and I went to Aakman and I got my ass handed down to me, so I died like 3 times and I was like, screw it, I'm out, I'm never coming back here. But I think if you're good enough in this game, you could probably do that at that AP bracket and that DP bracket. But I decided to just screw it and leave and go for something easier, and that's what I did. And now that I'm a little bit stronger, I decided, hey, let's go Aakman again, you know, like, well, how is that place for grinding? How's that place for money? And honestly, I'm not that disappointed. I thought it would be a lot worse by what people are saying, but out of all the places I've grinded so far, Aakman is actually pretty goddamn fun. I'm enjoying the place to grind. Time suddenly went by really fast. Like, those 3 hours were gone in an instant like that, you know? It was pretty fun to do, not to do, but to grind that spot. It was pretty enjoyable. You can hate me for this, because I did say the last image is going to be the last image in this video, but unfortunately, I lied to you and I lied to myself, because I decided to chip in the equipped crystals that I was using in my gear. So for Tuvla gauntlets, I've been using ancient magic crystals of Crimson Flame, power all AP plus 5 times 2 of those. For my Nuver Vambrace, I was using a corrupted magic crystal. I'm not going to say all those add-ons, because you can just read them through them yourselves, and you most likely probably already know what they are anyway. For my dim tree and bags, I currently don't have anything equipped, because I'm saving up for crystals that I want to use, but I've also been thinking of just inputting budget ones into them, but I'm kind of broke at the moment because of the bags armor piece that I bought off the marketplace. But if I do get money, more money, I will definitely buy this, but I currently want to save my money for different upgrades, like Crimson Crescents, no, the Crescent rings, like Tet ones, or Griffith helmet to see for it, you know, that kind of stuff, those kind of small upgrades. My little personal goals. For my Tuvla shoes, I've been using ancient magic crystals of nature, adamante, knockdown bound resistance plus 25 times 2, and then Tuvla helmet is black magic crystal, agility, all evasion plus 8, knockdown bound resistance plus 5% times 2 of those. That's basically all the magic crystals that I've been using throughout those 3 hours, and probably throughout the rest of the 8 hours that I will be using also. So with all this information given to you, this will conclude the video. If you did manage to stick around to this point, I thank you very much. It's probably the first video I've put in this amount of effort into, with all the editing and all the off-camera talking while actually just watching over my footage, because honestly I don't like doing that kind of stuff. I prefer talking over gameplay as I play, but I want to start making pretty good content, and I'm kind of good. I've got the vision of what kind of content I want to make. I'm really engrossed into this game right now, and I really think I would really love to make some content about it, so that's what I'm going to be doing. So again, if you managed to survive throughout this whole video to this point, thank you very much. I would appreciate if you give it a like or a comment as well. Give me your thoughts, what you thought about it, and obviously if you would like to see more, sub to my channel and I will definitely give you more content like this. Thank you very much guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.